between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. So the Houston Cougars return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they built this offense and how many different ways they can give him touches.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And I want to be a team that can run the football, be physical, especially on 2nd inches, buy myself some space, come out of my own territory. The defense met the physical challenge. Now 3rd and inches, this offense needs to be more physical.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Tackle is made after the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Just gets it to the 28, pick up a 1.
Now, runs like this, oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The first down for the offense. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on the radar. He found the football and flew down with some body touches.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. a second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Pocket starts to fly. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Lots of room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive game.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a goal. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football. Well, look, this offense has been in these situations before, so they come back out here, take the field, it's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on the first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding a soft spot, making it an easy position.
They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs run with an edge. They're dogs.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Takes it easy throw in the flat. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these two running games so far, and dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll put the tight end in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The offense threatening, goes to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! 71 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points today, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. Just plowing ahead. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The lone back's got it. Runs through a tackle. Open space at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in here, and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's
nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. The play action fake. Makes his connection. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And we're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Didn't have much of a choice. He's had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got a stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
How easy is that? There's so much speed on the field in college football. And you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation. And now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
Going up top on gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line. Some push, making them use their resources on him.
Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start. When you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggle the first.
Let's it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. And they can hurt you in so many different ways. And they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. The throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. It was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Timeout called by the defense to go first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're trying to get to it. Going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, he got loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the quarterback. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack another one. Touchdown! And they add 6 more to the board with that tip for the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on?
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, wants to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. They'll try the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him out of the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
No surprise, they got the lead. They're running the ball. This game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
It's reverse. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game. One of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Let's go! Power football with the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down coming up. They keep attacking through the air. Coming after it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. Easy call for the rest. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to play there. He's doing show you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. The give out of the gun. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Great pass. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback.
Okay, ready?
First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
To throw, it's Hendricks. Quick strike complete. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down.
325.
Trying play action. And that pass is intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the explanation. I gotta be right on the middle defense. You know the passing football, the plays just like that. Maybe the team almost put this one away.
Plows through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They run the reverse. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them, they're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now, after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Gets it out fast. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it. You saw it on that sack there.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, dog! And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to throw it again. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and goal from way back there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has an extensive library, and he exhausted it, and still didn't pick up much. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's not say they cut into the opposite field, or maybe just tweaked a little bit of a way with their finger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now is
Georgia going up tempo.
When you play zone coverage, you got to watch wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his foot. He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
On the set.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Bolted on the bootleg fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game record.
On fourth down, looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start of Jesse to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's right on target. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10.
Out 55 weak.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on point. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just